So, hey girl, hey. Yes, I know what you're thinking. I've been recording a lot of videos lately and recording a lot of videos today. Yes, I am. But I wanted to really speak to the women today. I thought it befitting that I give you all a little bit of motivation, just a little insight of some of the things that God has given me to speak about and some of the things that we're going to talk about when you and I get in a one-on-one space, or if you are a follower of mine on Instagram. Of course, I'm on Instagram at The Spiritual Life Coach and at Pastor Tanya Baker. If you follow the church at TICDAL, at TICDAL, or if you're on our Incredible Church Facebook page, or if you're on our Incredible Church Instagram, or anywhere on social, if you're on the Spiritual Life Coach on Facebook, or my Breathe Sessions Live group, whatever it is, this motivation specifically is for women, but it's also an insight for men to understand women if they like. And I want to talk to you today about the power of the woman. I want you to just give me a couple minutes. It's not going to take long, but I want to put something on your mind that I am absolutely sure is going to bless you today. You know, I was thinking about the power of the woman, and there are times when I'm working and I'm doing the things that I'm doing, I often think about, as I heard Oprah say one time, what are the ladies at lunch doing? What are the stay-at-home moms doing? What are people doing that are women that are not doing what I'm doing when they are not having movement? And how are they impacting the area or the space in which they are in at that moment in time? And it makes me think about whether or not my life is always impactful in the surroundings in which I'm given. And so I realize that I absolutely, as a woman, have a power, that I can choose to be a Proverbs 31 woman, or I can choose to be a woman that takes my power and uses it for a negative sense. But women, we have so many, we make babies. Come on now, we carry babies 9 months. A man can't do that. There's so many things that we do. I was thinking about Jesus. He appeared first to a woman. So there's so many things that God put in us that is so different from a man that we as women often lose and forget that power. Women, we are responsible for so many basic movements of our everyday moments and movements of our everyday life. And not just our everyday life, we affect our husbands. We affect other women. We affect our children. We affect our jobs, our employers. We affect our churches and ministries. We affect our schools. We affect so much because of that power. And I was thinking about having that power. Am I really in control of that power? And if I'm in control of that power, how much of that power can't be taken from me? Have you ever thought about okay, I am woman, I am strong, I have all these powers, but what part of that power can be taken from me? I was thinking about power of personality. If someone takes my joy, do they then take my power? And even the fact most of our power that we have, we give it away, whether it's willingly or whether it's unwillingly. Women, when you laid out with a man and he's not your husband, you are giving away a part of yourself, which is a part of your power. When you allow people to steal your joy, you are giving away a part of your power. When you have a dream and a vision and you decide to share it with other people that don't see your dream and vision, and you get all these negative Nancy comments, you are giving away a part of your power. When God gives you a vision that he tells you to let tarry for a while, and you just go blurt it out to everybody, and then your girlfriends won't do the things that you said that God told you to do first, you gave away a part of your power. And so we have to be in control and ever present in how we use our power and how and who we expose our power to. We give away that part of us that is best when we give away our power. And we never often consider what would happen if we love ourselves enough to be really present and really in control of that power. I was thinking about a woman that's abused, or a woman that is, and I'm not talking about always physically abused, and I'm not talking about always being abused from a man in a relationship. I'm talking about being abused by friends, family, people like that, being abused by people who are always trying to bring you down, or always trying to make you see that part of you that you either are trying to heal from, or you either are trying to make better. I have a lot of women in my life. I have this one girlfriend, I swear everybody always wants to call her ratchet, and they always ask me, why do I continue to hang with this particular person? And though I see oftentimes some of the mistakes that she made, I have to put myself in a position to, one, disassociate myself with her mistakes, because her mistakes are not my mistakes. But I also have to use the power that I have within me to encourage her when she falls. See, because we love to just give up on people and walk away from people when they're bad. And a lot of times we use the power of our words in order to disencourage them rather than to build them up. We love to tear down people that are not doing things that either we can control or whether we understand it or not. And then we don't realize that in the same token, we step outside of our truth when we tell lies or we do things that causes us to create a narrative, because now we didn't listen to our power. We didn't do what we knew to do that was right. We didn't make correct decisions. We were swayed by people that wasn't good for us in our decisions. We allowed people that falsely loved us, and we knew this love wasn't good, to make us make decisions that were negative. And then, after all of that happens, right? Then you see, you got to now, because people begin to ask questions. And so now you find yourself trying to create a narrative or a story to explain why you let your power be abused and why you let your power be stripped from you. So you got to think about that, because if you can't hold true to your power, if you can't honor your power, if you are disrespecting your power, then you're going to always live in that false narrative. You're going to always have to create a storyline that sounds good, looks good, feels good to people, but you're the one dying inside because you really officially have drained yourself of that power. That's some good stuff. I see so many women that are drained from using their power the wrong way. I see women that use their power to try to get into groups of, they try to, I was thinking about this one girl. She used to always complain to me about these women. And now I see her, she's all in the clique, and I remember thinking at the time that I was listening to her that really the real concern was that she realized that she was feeling bad because they didn't see the power in her. They didn't see the good in her, the things that she brought to the table, and they were always belittling her. But yet that need to fit in, that need to feel appreciated, that need to feel successful, or to feel like you are a part of something that you perceive to be bigger than you, not the need to say, I'm great by myself. I'm great if no one else sees it. I am amazing if I am the only one telling myself that no matter what. That wasn't important. And so now what happens is, you get in a group, but you change the narrative of your power and your story about your power, because you are subjecting it to people that really don't care about you. Because if you fall and if you mess up and you do something they don't like, the persons that they are going to surface. I know I'm talking. And so I was thinking about, in my life, I think part of what makes me a rebel, because I've been accused of being a rebel, and I actually love it. I actually love the idea that people think that I'm a rebel. But what I want people to understand, and whether they get it or not, is that I'm in control of my power. And that power is more about me. It says is that I love me. And I realize that I am in control of who I give that power to, who I expose that power to, who I let into my power, and what I receive about me from other people to dictate how my power moves and shakes for me. See, that's called self-love. And that's called understanding that you are a force whether people add to you or not. You when God created you, the scripture, in his likeness and image, he gave you parts of him that were powerful. I always say if women would learn to love themselves and recognize that the group is an addition to themselves, they would do all kind of crazy things and create all kind of bad narratives in order to be a part of someone else's power. But does that power drain you? If you get a battery, think of your life this way. You get a battery, and a battery is filled with power until you connect it to something that drains the power. You are energized with power until you get connected with something that drains that power. And like most batteries, even though they've come up with the kind that are rechargeable, but there are so many more batteries, because if all of them are rechargeable, the battery companies will go out of business. They need them things to drain so that you can go and buy some more. The only difference is spiritual power cannot be purchased. Either you're going to do the things to fill it up. It's like if you treat your body bad, you're draining your power. If you don't take care of yourself, you are draining your power. If you have vitamins and you don't take them and your energy is low, you're draining your power. There's so many things that we do to drain our power. You listen to negativity all the time, you're draining your power. Don't be a doorstep for people to call you and just always give you negative information all the time. To drain your power. What you intake becomes a part of you. So I think we need to understand how we use our words. We need to understand how we use our power. We need to understand that we are a power, whether people receive us or not. We need to understand that there are billions of people in the world, that there's someone out there that's going to respect your power. And if you have to minimize your power in order to be a part of something, then you're not really helping yourself. You are draining the power within that God gave you rightfully and for nothing. Power shouldn't cost you nothing. It shouldn't cost you a thing. Power shouldn't push you to be abusive. Power shouldn't cause you to step outside of your normal narrative to create a false one in order to be something that you are not. That's a good quote. I'm going to leave you with this, ladies, because I really want you to understand who you are. I want to leave you with this. There's a quote that says, the strongest action for a woman is to love herself, to be herself, and to shine amongst those who never believed she could. Think about that. The strongest action of a woman is to love herself. You have to love you. Don't worry about who doesn't love you. You have to love you. Not only do you have to love you, you have to be yourself. If you are living your life trying to be what everybody else expects, that's why women are out here stroking. That's why women are out here having heart attacks. That's why women are out here stressing. That's why women are out here losing their mind and being schizophrenic, creating other personalities in place of the person that people said wasn't good. You gotta be yourself. If people don't accept you for who you are, because who you are is your power, then they are not the group of people that you need to be around. And you need to shine amongst those who never believed you could. Let me tell you what a shine is. A shine is loving yourself and being yourself. If either one of those are missing, your shine ain't shining bright. Your shine is not a good shine. Watch this. A strong woman builds her own world. Are you building your own world? Or is your world being built and dictated by other women? By other people that are miserable? By people that only love you to the extent of what you offer? Ladies, you don't have to be used. And if you are used, we got to go back to what I said in the beginning. You're giving up your power because you expect that if you give a little away, that you're going to gain much more. But that is the false perception that you have been told. You're not going to gain much more. The minute you surrender to the wrong power, that power is like a virus, like a disease that sets in that begins to destroy the good power in you. A woman that is powerful, she is the one who is wise enough to know that it will attract the people that she needs to attract. It will attract the jobs that she needs to attract. It will attract the love that she should have, the groups that she should have, and it will cause nothing but positivity in her life. Think about your life. Write down the pros, write down the cons, write down the good, write down the bads. If the good is outweighing the bad, then your power is working positively. But if the good is not outweighing the bad, and I'm telling you, I've done this many times, and I found that my good was not outweighing the bad, that I was in constant violation of giving up my power, in constant violation of not loving myself enough, in constant violation of thinking that if I minimized who I was, that people would accept me. And it never, ever works. What I did was find myself drained, but I was enriching people that wasn't really willing to facilitate that enrichment back to me. You have to know who you are. You have to love who you are. Let me tell you something. Women, we are a force to be reckoned with. And when you are a woman, you will be forced to thinking about who you are, what boundaries that you set, and you will realize that you are not perfect at all, that you was made by a perfect God with imperfections. That there's a reason he gave you this limp like Melchizedek, because he wanted you to learn some lessons through your imperfection, but he didn't tell you to stay there. Melchizedek took his limp and used it for something great. You have got to learn that when you hit these roadblocks in the step of your journey, that when you fall, slip, break a leg, break an ankle, that you can get back up and be better. But if you don't learn the lessons that need to be learned, and you are going to continue to fall, you're going to continue to stumble, you are going to continue to give up all of your power. You're going to continue to allow the power drainers to come in and to love you the wrong way instead of loving you the way you need to be loved. So let me tell you something. A strong woman stands up for herself. And a strong woman realizes that even when her tears flow, that laughter is coming and it's coming in abundance. She realizes she has to both be strong and soft. And that in being strong and soft, she is powerful. She knows that she has to have an element of spirit in her life in order to be better. And that her essence and who she is makes herself and who she is a gift to the world. Know who you are. Know what your power is. Stop giving your power to the wrong people. You know, somebody said, I'm that B. Well, you know, be her. There's a quote by Audrey Hepburn that says, I believe in strong women. When everything seems to be going wrong, I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. You ever see your girlfriends that are stressed out and they look like they aged 50 years? And you like, girl, what is going on? It'd be like, can I take you to get a makeover? Can I take you to do something to make you feel happy? Because like Audrey Hepburn said, I believe that tomorrow is another day. And in another day, you can believe that miracles happen. Don't give away your power. A strong woman lives for love. A strong woman forgives. She let go. She knows when to let go. Right? A strong woman doesn't hold on to stuff that's negative, and she doesn't always talk. She doesn't sit on the phone and gossip. She is so busy building up her house that she don't got time for it. She tries again. No matter what she is faced with, no matter what hits her, what roadblocks come, a strong woman tries over and over and over again until she gets it. And no matter what she does, she preserves herself. She keeps her tongue in check. And she learns that whatever life deals her, she can make it through. You want to know why? Because she don't give her power away to the wrong people. So I want you to leave with this. I want you to leave with this. Be a strong woman so that your daughters or somebody else's daughter that's watching will have a role model. Sure, you're going to mess up. There's no, I don't care what people say. There is no rule book to how to parent or no rule book to how to be a strong woman. But you can continue to push for it until you get there, because your strong won't look like my strong. Your strong won't look like somebody else strong, but you will be strong your way. Be strong and know that your sons will know what to look for in a woman when he's a man. You are showing somebody's son or your son what kind of woman is acceptable. I always say, I don't want my son to think that he should have a nagging wife or an angry wife or a wife that's disobedient. I show him by loving his father really good, okay? That and being an amazing wife, and an amazing lover, an amazing friend, all these things, that my son can understand that that is the type of woman that he needs to look for. Know your strength, know your power, and whatever you do, don't let anyone take your power from you. Now, for those of you, I hope that word blessed you. And for those of you that have not registered for the Spiritual Life Coaching Retreat, make sure that you register. You can register at www.theincredibleChurch.org. Listen, we're going to do our second rounds of picks in August. I need you to make sure that you go to theincredibleChurch.org. You can go to the Spiritual Life Coaching Retreat page and subscribe, or just subscribe on our main page. Whatever you do, just subscribe. And we're going to reach out to you if you've been selected. We have a few slots available, and we want you to be in that number. We want you to be a part of this amazing event and retreat. You can also get information on the website. But I want you to also go to our Facebook page, which is the Spiritual Life Coaching Retreat. It's our event page. Make sure you go there. But you can get so much information. Also follow me on Instagram at the Spiritual Life Coach and at Pastor Tanya Baker so that you can find out more about my retreat. Listen, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm praying for you. I'm praying your strength in the Lord. I'm praying that your power, that you will know how to use it wisely, and you will know that it exists. It's real. The Holy Spirit is the power within, and he will guide you not only to all truth, he will protect you and tell you, girl, don't do that. Girl, don't go that way. He will keep you holy. I want you to know that without the Holy Spirit, you are just a lost bunch of power. Keep it and be strong. I love you. Have an amazing, amazing day, night, whatever time it is in your zone. I know we have people all across the country that watch me, and I want you to know that I also appreciate you. I love you. I wish I knew all your languages so I could talk to you. I'm so glad that Facebook has a language interpretation app that allows you to hear me. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I hope that my page is inspiring to you, that my videos are inspiring you, and I hope that you become the woman of God that you were meant to be. Listen, one more thing. If you would love to be a part of supporting my ministry, please go to theincredibleChurch.org, theincredibleChurch.org, and go ahead and hit our Give and Fly app. $1, $2, 50 cents, whatever you give helps me to create amazing events like the Spiritual Life Coaching Retreat, helps me to pay rents of strangers, stop evictions for people, helps me to help people get transportation, get back and forth to work, pay for medicine, all the things that we do as a ministry to be a blessing to others. I love you. Have a great day.